It was at night that mobs started coming round, all on trucks with cans of oil, petrol, matches, iron rods. There were cab ranks. They were all mainly run by Sikhs. They burnt up their taxis, and I watched the mob come, burn up Sikh shops. There were armed policemen standing by, doing nothing. It was a greater shock for me, because I felt really that this is what a Jew in Nazi Germany must have felt, that I, an Indian, became a refugee in my own country.
Some of the worst violence took place in Trilokpuri, a suburb of Delhi where Sikhs and Hindus lived in close quarters.
As we found, police elsewhere in the city seem to prefer to stand by. Just 50 yards from police lines here, Hindu youths began stoning a Sikh building. Already people's grief is turning to anger. Here we've got a mob of Hindus attacking a Sikh premises in the middle of Delhi. The police are nowhere to be seen. And this sort of situation is expected to get worse, indeed to be repeated across the country, particularly after her funeral on Saturday. Ken Rees, ITN, Delhi. Sikhs drive most of the taxis in Delhi, and they were a major target for the mobs today. Sikh temples also came under attack. Despite this display of military strength, the major in charge insisted that all was now normal.
Just normal, just normal.
Situation normal?
Yeah, absolutely, and very fast returning to normal.
But the villagers told us of widespread rioting and killing and of hatred between Hindus and Sikhs.
I don't like to see any Sikh people here.
So Sikh people were killed?
Yeah.
How many?
About 100, yet 200.
A mob had run down this street, bursting into Sikh houses, spraying them with blazing petrol, and often cutting the long hair from the heads of their Sikh victims.
On Friday night, there was massacre. 95 people died by the official and perhaps overcautious estimate. One group had tried to take refuge in their temple. It was set on fire. They came out. They were set on fire. Their bodies dumped in a ditch.
A lorry still blazes on a country track near Delhi, and we hear a horrific account of how the two Sikh drivers had been ambushed as they'd crossed a nearby bridge. They'd apparently been set alight by the mob and had either been thrown or had jumped into the river. Their bodies could still be seen there.
The Congress party is entirely and completely responsible for what happened in Delhi after Mrs. Gandhi's assassination. The killings, the burnings, the lootings, the rape, that is entirely due to the Congress party. They controlled the federal government in the center, and they controlled the Delhi administration. Everything was under them. It could have been stopped in one day. What was very clear was that there was a certain sort of methodology in the way the mobs moved. It was not a random. If Sikh houses were singled out, they had already been listed. And those lists you could get from the municipal corporation. Which properties where, who's paying how much tax, what number on what street, who's living.
You know, I mean, any society in which the police, the administration, the Prime Minister can justify the killing of 5,000 innocent people, some of them children. Do you know, I mean, because this was not terrorist killings, this was killings by the state. It was pogroms. It was pogroms. It was pogroms.